Been lacking a little bit. But here we go, getting it underway. Hello everybody, this is DKG's Avos, and I have for you today a TVZ, and this comes courtesy of Gear in the Rear's BigB. And as you can see, it is a Masters level game, and let's get the nameplates up. I had Shift instead of Control, and so it looks like Konai was in on this one. And so this is a custom. It was probably... Oh, this is from the Clan War. The GGK and Gear in the Rear Clan War. So I am casting a Clan War match. And I have no idea what's going on here, except for the fact that it is a TVZ. BigB, a pretty good player from Gear in the Rear. Probably upper bit of their players. Definitely one of their better players. I don't even think that he would call himself one of their best players, but he is definitely one of their good players. I really enjoy watching his games, and he was so kind as to send me a bunch of replays, and I'm just going to spam as if I'm in the game. Let's just click on this little drone right here the entire time. Let's just click on him. Let's click, 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 box around him, box around him. Awesome. I love it. Alright, so now we got an Overlord that we can box around. We're just going to practice our mouse accuracy here. Awesome. Good job. Looks like that SCV is going to scout after Supply Depot. Looks like he wants to wall in down here, which is a little ballsy. You do have the rocks over here, and you got something over here. I'm not a big fan of this map. I don't have any maps vetoed at the moment, just because I'm trying to learn to play on all of them. Not that I really need to, but, you know, I just want to play on all of them so that I know how they work in different matchups. We do have the fast hatchery going on, but without any sort of proxy racks going on. It looks like, nope, BigB isn't down there, GGK. That's okay, and BigB is going to find out real quick that our Terran player isn't over here either. But he's going to go for that hatch first build, which is a little risky against Terran players anymore, especially if you're not sure. And looking at BigB's vision, he's just taking a little bit of a risk. He hasn't scouted for any proxy racks here or down here. And you can see that Reapers would be able to jump up here at any point in time. Our Terran player is going to locate BigB pretty well. And there we go. See what he sees. He sees the expansions going down. Sees the hatchery is there, which is pretty normal. Sees a few eggs, gets a little worried. Sees the spawning pool is not done and is no longer worried. Command center first. Again, a little bit ballsy just because, I mean, you can, because it's a 4-player map. That's about it. That's all there is to it. You want to have that macro going. BigB would be good to scout this. Make sure that he knows that his Terran player has an early expansion. That's always a good thing to know about your opponent. Going to see a Marine here going for these rocks. Just so that you don't accidentally misclick on the rocks later on in the game. Some defensive Zerglings, I imagine that they might be used for scouting, or they're just going to be defensive. So what it looks like. So we got two queens on the way. We've got 2 orbital commands on the way at the same time. Awesome. Got a factory on the way. And again, it looks like this is going to be pretty much a 1-1-1. CC first 1-1-1. And again, as I was mentioning in my last cast, I'm a little disappointed that 1-1-1s are so prevalent. I'm not as big a fan of the 1-1-1. It used to be a really cheesy all-in style play, and now it's not. It's really not. Or, as Husky would call it, the Destiny Cloud Fist build. I really do like that name a lot more, and I'm just going to lay back a little bit. Lean back. He does scout that there is a barracks and a reactor going on. Sees that he's walled in. He's trying to click up here, but can't. Disappointing. Clicks on the reactor just to make sure that it is a reactor as opposed to a tech lab. This factory over here, I'm going to go ahead and switch off. And any minute now, I do expect to see a starport going down. Looks like he's going to go for a command center. I personally would have built it a little closer over here so that you can land it a little bit easier. But you know what? He's probably going to rally things over into this area right here. Drop a few extra mules early. We have burrow tech going down for BigB, so that's a little interesting. It'll be really cool to see what BigB's got planned here. Maybe some burrowed banelings. Baneling Mines would be fun. But with the lair tech going, I'm not expecting to see any burrowed banelings, which is disappointing because baneling mines are something that I've been really wanting to try and do more often. And more often than my never. Let's put it that way. I never remember in-game that I wanted to do it, and then I'm always disappointed afterward. Reactor chucking out a bunch of Hellions, and this is really effective against Zerg. Because early game, you only have Zerglings to deal with it. You've got an Evo Chamber here, and a Queen to wall it off, and it looks like he's got, well, let's just have a round. Looks like he's got a queen at every base and an extra queen here to wall it in, so this spine crawler is going to be able to do it. And as long as she was on hold position, he would be able to hold it off. But we'll see. She's going to walk across a little bit, and if those Hellions are paying enough attention, they should be able to walk right in. But she's still on stop, so she needs to be on hold position there. There we go. It's as if I clicked it because I was just spamming the click. But he did click it. This is obviously not a game that I am in, so I can't click it. Disappointing enough for the fans, I know. So we've got the double engineering bay, but we only have... Oh, there we go. There's our second upgrade. Looks like he couldn't afford it there for a minute, and we've got a lot of bio coming down. It looks like I was wrong. There is no 1-1-1 coming out. He is not one of the modern-style Terran players. Hellions just trying to keep map control going down, making sure that they can do whatever they can do to stay across the map. They want to prevent any Zergling run-bys. They want to be able to keep vision of any army move out. And that watchtower right there is a really good position to stand in because you're going to have vision of this entire choke. You're going to have vision of these rocks. So there's not a whole lot that you're going to be able to do except for air. You're going to be able to drop back here. But it looks like there's a Nidus Worm being morphed. I apparently wasn't paying enough attention. I need to find this Nidus Worm because I didn't even see it. Let's go to the buildings over here and see where he put it, and it looks like it's right there next to the gas, so that's a good job on his part. He's just going to sneak in with a bunch of roaches and a few Zerglings here and there, and it looks like there's all the Zerglings. He wanted to get the roaches out first for sure, just because they tank so much damage. That bunker going down out of desperation, let's be honest. These two bunkers, if BigB runs down, these bunkers are not going to finish. And these Hellions are getting trapped right there. They're going to be able to march in, but... Arius, maybe we will game later. That Widow Mine right there would be able to finish off all those Zerglings. And it looks like this bunker not going to be able to complete. And it looks like there's the GG. Nidus Networks, the way to go against the turtling Terran, it looks like. Who knew? Who knew you could pull that kind of thing off? Well done, BigB. That was really fun. I love Nidus Networks. I'm never good enough to get them to go. They always spot them. But I guess I never use them on maps, so this is a new thing for me. All this dead space right here, it looks like Terran players, beware. This is a lot of dead space right here. Keep something over here. And that was really our fatal blow right here, just not having a supply depot, not having everything spaced out really well. He was worried about ground attacks at these rocks because that is an open point, so he put a bunch of supply depots here. But even if one of these supply depots had been right here, he'd be able to spot it. So... SEWERAT, that was a good game, sir. Just have a few supply depots over there on this map. I was kind of expecting this to be more of a Terran map, just because there are so many chokes. But BigB doing a great job avoiding any of those chokes by Nidus Network. So thanks for watching. DKG Avos signing out. All right, let's get that music rolling. Get that music going. The Angry Aztec, it'll come back. It'll be fine.